welcome to another camp. This is the first time I've ever done one 2 weeks in a row, so thank you, Viv, my lovely wife, for being so kind. Just leaving Bowden Bridge Car Park at Hayfield. There's a bit of a lane walk before we're out into the sticks. So tonight the aim is to go and camp at Edale Rocks, place I've not been to as yet. So I love doing new things. Doing a new route is always tinged with trepidation, because I plan it out the best I can using a combination of Google Earth and the OS Maps app. And so certainly on the OS Maps app it doesn't always give you all the footpaths, surprisingly. There's dotted lines that you see on Google Earth, and when you zoom in you can see what looks like a trail. So I've based this route on what look like trails, so I just hope that it all works out. Anyway, it'll work out in the end. I will be up on Kinder tonight. Interestingly, Tim is out there tonight as well. He's on Edale Rocks with his friend. We have this rule between us where we say three's a crowd, so never any more than two. There will be an exception made when we go out, hopefully with Steve from Hengist Wild Camps, which might be our next one. I'm going to enlist Steve's expertise on making our way from Edale over to Madwoman's Stones. That's the plan anyway. Nice house for sale. The Kinder Estate. This is the injection into the pleasure zone, as Tim calls it. Just had a chat with three lovely guys about the Nephilim and ghosts. So shout out to you guys, thanks very much for the chat, and if you do subscribe, that'd be very much appreciated as well. Enjoy the rest of your walk. I shall certainly enjoy the rest of mine. The hill in the centre of the screen here is called Mount Famine. To the left of it, that's called South Head. Now tomorrow I'll be coming back on a path that sort of doesn't go over the top of them, so just skirts around the bottom. But it'll be an alternative way back, and yeah, looking forward to seeing them as well, although I will be in the valley, to be fair. I was thinking about doing a camp on Mount Famine, but I've looked at it. Looking at it again here, it's very, very narrow on top, and the path goes right over the top, so don't think that's going to be a goer, to be fair. Let's continue to Edale Rocks. So that's where we're heading for, and not far from the top of there should be Kinder Low. There's a trig point there, and I don't think I've ever been to it, so although it's not quite direct, I'll have to make a little detour. I've never been there, so I've got to go there and touch the trig and then make my way to the right over towards Edale Rocks. Over to the left there is the area of Edale Rocks where Tim and his mate will be camping tonight as well. You can just about make out Ashop Head there, and moving to the right along the Kinder Plateau we can see the downfall. And I'm about to climb that. Looks like similar to Ashop Head. Probably worse, but we'll see. No, it's not hard at all. I'm making it sound hard just for effect. It's really easy. Really easy. Yeah. Not too far to go. Praise the Lord. Come on, fitness, you need it. Come back. Easy, easy peasy. So easy. Well, looking at the red arrow there, it's pointing right at Edale Rocks, so I'm thinking, is that them there? Could well be. Anyway, we're not going there quite yet, we're going to go this way, up to the trig point at Kinder Low. Well, nice to be able to say I've done it. Been wanting to get up here for quite some time, so now I'm going to head back over towards Edale Rocks. Now whether I'll end up there, I'm not yet sure, because there's quite a few tasty looking places between here and there, so I'll walk along and we'll see where we end up. That's the great ridge over there, I'm pretty sure, and just over that part there, that hill there, this, I think that's, well, Edale's the other side of that, I know that for sure. Now, I think this is Edale Rocks over here. The question is, do I want to spend the night looking at that view, which is gorgeous in the daytime but probably won't be much in terms of lights to see at night, or do I go to the other side of the plateau where I can see the lights of the Cheshire Plain? Ooh. Well, here we are at Edale Rocks. Looking very nice indeed. Now the path is literally just behind me, I've just come off it and you can see it winds down past the rocks down that way. So the question is there anywhere in between these rocks where I can pitch, where there's some views and isolation? want to be away from the path if I can. Okay, so I've had a walk around Edale Rocks. There are a few places I could go, but the path goes right in here. In fact, there's a couple of paths. So I've moved away from it a little bit, still fairly near the path here, but I found this spot. This might do, it's flattish, but look at the view I've got. If you have the tent door facing that way, wow. I'm gonna give this a try. Well, the tent seems to have gone up okay. It looks fairly taut. Let's get the bag inside and see how uneven it is. Hopefully we'll be fine, because this is a lovely spot. Look at the view. Amazing. So, the bedroom window view is double tonight. To the right, we have Edale Rocks. To the left, we have the beautiful valley between Edale and the Great Ridge. Absolutely glorious. And then as we move around, you can see more and more of these beautiful rocks on top of the Kinder Plateau here. Don't pretend to know what the names of them are yet, but I'm sure I'll find out, because I'll probably camp them at some point. Anyway, you know what time it is. Just been looking at the OS map. And that area with those rocks over there, there's a feature called No Stool, which my dad took me to when I was a kid, so I might have to walk over and look at that, perhaps in the morning. And then over to the right there, I believe that's the area of the wool packs. And the Vale of Edale is looking beautiful now. The sun's coming through the clouds a little bit. Clouds quite often lead to a decent sunset. If it's a really clear sky, sometimes you don't get anything spectacular, but tonight you never know. I've noticed over there, which I believe is called Swine's Back, I can see two wild campers up there with their two tents. If you end up watching this video, hello to you. I can hear them clear as a bell. Sound doesn't half travel when you're on these hills. Anyway, sweetheart, sweetheart. Time to dip into this. Well, as you can hear, the rain's come early tonight. I knew there was going to be some rain, but I thought it'd be, well, it was forecast to be like 11, 12 o'clock, so it's actually only 8:45 now. So I think it's just a shower this. I've just had a look over that away, which is towards where the sun's going to set, and it looks cloudy, but certainly not showers, so hopefully this will pass over. I've realised, of course, that I'm not facing the sun this way. I'm not facing the sunset, but I think we'll see some nice colours in the clouds. Fingers crossed. So I think what I'll do for now, oh yeah, I'll have one of these cheeky things. I've only got the one, but I've also brought some more of that nice whiskey I had last time, Kilchuman. Anyway, I reckon I'll give it an hour, chill out with this, make tea. Tea's special tonight. Yep, homemade chicken curry, absolutely top notch. Not sure if that rainbow's coming out on camera, but I will attempt to film it. Five past 10, would you believe it? Still pretty much daylight out there. Unbelievable. Wow. And there again, I think it's either yesterday or it might even be tonight that's the longest day of the year. I can't remember, but anyway, the good news is it's curry time. Well, good evening. Just having a little sip of the delicious Kilchuman Edale Scotch whisky with a bit of water because it's 46% and very strong, but very tasty. Right, I'm going to say goodnight at that point, and I will see you all in the morning. Nothing to see. Oh well. Well, I'm not going to show you my face, I'm afraid, because I've had one of the worst nights I've ever had in a tent. It's just been awful. Just have not slept at all. I got a brief window between about midnight and 4 AM, but I was woken up at 4 AM by voices. So sorry for the clattering. I'm just rearranging my stuff here to get a brew on. And yeah, flipping voices. So I assume it was campers who were decided to see the dawn break. But so that wasn't great. That wouldn't have been an issue. I put my earplugs in, but yeah, the ground I'm on here is very uneven. I was just sliding down it and to the left most of the night as well, so that wasn't good. So it's probably the worst sleep I've had in my series of camps. So I guess you can't have it great all the time, eh? Never mind, let's get a brew on, and then we're going to be walking back in what looks like clag, and I think there's going to be some showers. I think it will clear late morning, but I might be back at the car by then, I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not woken up in the best of moods, to be honest with you. Real shame, because last night was good. But anyway, let's try and make something of this day now. Maybe it'll clear earlier and I'll get a nice walk back. We shall see. All is not lost. A nice coffee there. A nice caramel latte, I believe this is. So I think I might have one more brew after this, and then I'll pack up and aim to be away by about 9:30ish. And I will go back the route I intended, which is skirting around the base of Mount Famine. Hopefully the cloud will have cleared by then, and I'll actually have some views. Looked at the forecast, and it's supposed to be clearing sort of late morning, so I might get a bit of sun when I'm near the car. So not much to see, not much to say. Could have done with a better night. Well, it's just gone 9:45, and as you can see, there's now gaps in the clag. I'm all packed up and ready to go at long last. You can see where I was fairly clearly, but apart from the flattened grass, that's all I've left. Right, so we're going to go this way, skirt around Swine's Back and follow the path round. Looking forward to this walk back, should be pretty nice actually. Don't know if you can see all the grockles coming up Jacob's Ladder. Looks pretty rammed today. Must be a walking party or something. Last look at the Vale of Edale before we intersect paths here and turn right, and this is the path that goes past Edale Cross, so I'll show you that in a minute. It's raining again. This camera doesn't do rain, so I'm going to put it away unfortunately. Ah, the sun's shining over there at least. Got a nice view of Mount Famine and South Head behind me there. Nice to see it from a different perspective. One of these days I'll have to get up to the top of those and walk them. Thankfully the weather seems to be settling down a bit now, so that makes me happy. Now there's something I'll have to check out in the future. I wonder what route that takes. That is worth checking out. I'll have to look on the map later, see if I can work that one out. There's a way of walking between Hayfield and Glossop without walking on the road, which I'm sure there is because I've just seen it. That would be awesome. Could also do it the other way around as well. Bring us out here and continue up onto Kinder. Well, as you can see, back to the car at Bowden Bridge. Feeling pretty groggy, but that was a very nice walk back, to be fair, so I did enjoy it. I always enjoy it, despite whether I sleep or not. The great thing is I can have a nice relaxing time at home now in my power reclining chair and a nice early night, and then on to editing the video, maybe even tomorrow afternoon. So that'll be Sunday. So hopefully, if I do get onto it Sunday, you'll have it Sunday night. If not, it'll be Monday night. Please do like and subscribe, and most of all, comment. Can't wait to speak to you. And I love having that conversation. So see you later.